So this Sunday it's the second leg of the semi-final. You go into it with a 2-0 cushion. Obviously it's a fantastic head start, but again, is it a case of reminding the players it's only a 2-0 lead and that could be caught?
Yeah, it's the first thing we said to them after the game, in all honesty, was that it's only half a job. Truro are a good side. They're going to be a side that are going to come here up for it, and if they didn't, you'd be worried. But they've been very consistent this season. You saw the last 20 minutes of the half, second half, they put us under a lot of pressure. So yeah, it would be silly thinking that it's job done, and it was the first thing we put straight in the players' minds. But the players knew that. I had a chat with some of them on the way home, and they all felt the same. So what we've given ourselves is a good opportunity to make the final, and that's all it is. It's an opportunity, and we've now got to try and finish the job, and hopefully we'll be able to do that.
In terms of team selection, do you think we will see a different 11 to what started for you on Wednesday night?
Possibly. We're in training tonight. We'll go through a few things. Some of the lads can get some have the sports massage in and that, and we'll look after them. And then we'll make a decision. Obviously, you've got to treat every game different, home and away. It is different. Certain players, obviously, I felt suited the other night. We went with as much experience as possible. But we'll make that decision. I think it'll probably be right up until the last minute. If I'm honest, for the first leg, I knew my team straight away after Saturday. At the moment, I'm still umming on a few, to be honest.
So you made your home debut last Saturday against Bishop Stortford in front of 2,500 fans. When did you get the tip off that you might be included in that starting 11?
Well, on the Thursday in training, that's when Jace pulled me up at the end and told me. I was really thankful. Obviously, I wanted it to come, but I wasn't sure whether it was going to or not. It's a bit of a shock to me, but no, I think he wanted me to get my head around it, not turn up on the day and stick it right on me. So yeah.
In terms of that performance on Wednesday, keeping that clean sheet, were you pleased with the effort they put in for you over that 90 minutes?
Yeah, I thought it was crucial we kept that clean sheet. So certainly, when it's a two-leg affair, I felt it was very important to come away not only with a win but to get that clean sheet. It gave us confidence. We managed to do that, and obviously to get 2 goals was a massive bonus. Our first thought was, can we go there and not get beaten? But how can we do that whilst still trying to win the game? So the team selection was one that we felt made us solid defensively, but also a threat going forward.
The reaction from your family when you told them you've been included?
Yeah, it's a big footballing family, so they was all very pleased. Already trying to get tickets for the game, sitting in a good position so they could see all of it. But no, there was along with their cameras as well. No, they really loved it as well.
And in terms of on Sunday, we're hoping that we'll have maybe towards 3,000 people here. There is a 2-goal cushion, but you'll be hoping that there'll be the cliche 12th man throughout the game for you.
Without a doubt, I think the first half hour, this 20 minutes, half hour, the game is going to be so crucial to how the game goes. If they come here and get an early goal, all of a sudden it really gets the nerves going. But what I will say is, if the support can get behind us like they have done, like they did the other night in Truro, and like they have in many of the cup games we've had here, it really does help the boys and gives them that extra energy. It's been a long week. After obviously the long journey we've had and the heat and everything, they can play a massive part for us. Hopefully they can do that, and if they can get behind us, hopefully we can reward them with a performance on the pitch as well.
In terms of the game itself, did you felt you settled into it really quickly and adapted to what was quite a physical game, wasn't it?
Yeah, the first 5 or 10 minutes I didn't touch the ball as much as I normally would do in an academy game, but no, all the boys helped me into it very well, and obviously it's not the same as playing my age, a lot more physical, quicker tempo, but no, thought I settled in well, and then that took me through the match.
I mentioned, speaking of fans, the fact that they only had 6 days' notice. It was a fantastic number that made their way down to Cornwall for the second time in 2.5 weeks.
Unbelievable, and I think the boys are really, when you've done that trip like we did the other day by road, and you realise what a long journey it is on a midweek, it really does. It was an unbelievable effort by our supporters, and as I said, I tweeted they were a credit to the club, and they were in both the away games. But in all fairness, they've been all season. But like you say, it's a long way to go, and that's why at the end of it we made sure the players went and sort of saw them outside the bar before we left, because it really is again appreciated.
We've had some big games here, in the last couple of seasons. A few people said after the Sutton game there perhaps was maybe a bit of nerves to set in for that one. Do you think they'd be past that for the Truro match? No sign of that setting in for that second semi?
Possibly. I think we're at a stage now where this is almost a bonus for us, really. I think you look at the beginning of the season, no one really gave us much hope of making the playoffs. I said I thought we had a chance. We've done that. We've got out now, got a 2-0 win, and to be honest, if the nerves gets to them and they bottle this, then I'd be extremely disappointed. But I think they're at a stage now where I think having Coyley back, Healy back, has really given us that little sort of more experience and that extra edge at the moment. And we look comfortable the other night at times, and that we haven't looked that way for a good few weeks. So hopefully, like I say, it's an opportunity for us to get to the final, and then anything then that can happen, and that'd be a massive bonus to us. But this now is for the players. If we can go out and win this game, then it's one obviously they can look forward to. But it's we know there'll be nerves, because I say Truro have got to come here and they've got to try and win the game, and it's as simple as that. And they're a good side capable of doing that.
And it caps a great first year for you here as well. You've been consistently in the top squad of the academy. You've won the Football Conference Youth Alliance division this year, and then to get that first team training and that couple of first team matches as well under your belt must be pleasing for you. Yeah,
it's been a very good year obviously with the academy. The boys have been brilliant this year with the academy. I don't think we lost one game, I think it was in the end. Goal difference was ridiculous as well. But no, it's really good. Obviously, training for the first team. It was hard. It was a lot of hard work, to be fair. Training every day, then in the night. But it was all worth it. All paid off.
So what's it been like going from supporter to part of the first team squad?
It's quite I'd say an achievement. I've really enjoyed being involved. I mean, it is just really different from seeing the players on the pitch, obviously, and off the pitch, and it's just really good to be involved as well.
So you won one of the divisions of the Football Conference Youth Alliance, but that's not the end of the story. They introduced some playoff games as well this year.
Yeah, I think it's top 2 of the 7 conference under 18 league teams. They've put into a playoff so they could get a winner of overall conference youth teams. I think. We played Havant Waterlooville away, we beat them 1-0. Then we played Hornchurch away, beat them 3-2, and we've either got Kidderminster or Leatherhead at home Wednesday. So far we've had a good run. It's a semi-final for us now, so hopefully we can go all the way.
I mean, how would that rank as an achievement if you could get right the way through to the final and win that? Become, I guess, what people would see as the best Football Conference Youth Alliance team there is in those across those divisions.
Absolutely, it'd be a great achievement for us and for all the squad one, and especially for the second years, because we didn't do it last year. So it'd be quite good for us to have a bit further of a run, you could say, in football. And having such a disappointing run in the FA Youth Cup, which we feel wasn't very good enough, it's another achievement. Maybe we can go and win another cup as well as the league.
And in terms of those you were able to bring back in for these playoffs, Jamie Coyle, Joe Healy, both got through the 90 minutes okay and are feeling all right now?
Yeah, all good, which was, I think Joe is back slightly from his goal where the pitch was so hard, but he'll be fine. He'll train tonight. So it won't be a hard one tonight, just go over a few things that we need to prepare, and hopefully we'll have a full squad. It's been difficult, obviously. Crowthie, we left him at home. Bodders is not available now. Crowthie, as I say, we left at home. Banya was out of the squad because I feel that at this stage we need a goalkeeper on the bench. So it's hard leaving them players out, because in all fairness they've been great all season, they deserve a chance, but I said all along we'll always pick the side that and the squad that we think is right to get through each individual game.
Now, I spoke to you before, and at that time you mentioned, of course, you're also registered down with Hive Town. I should mention that maybe you won't want us to do that playoff semi-final. What sort of happened at that game? Because I mean, you put yourself in a great position, finished strongly. Is it just one of those things just didn't happen on the night for you?
Yeah, Worthing were a very good side. They played very good football on their pitch. They knew how to use the 3G, whereas I think we didn't as much because we were playing a grass pitch. But you just got to take hats off to Worthing. They were absolutely fantastic that night. But I'd like to thank Clive, the manager, for giving me the chance to play in, for me, what was a big crowd. It was a great experience. Although we did get hammered, it was a fantastic experience to be a part of.
Did you pay any attention to the other semi-final between Everton and Whitehawk? How do you think that's set up for their second game?
It'll be a tight affair, I should imagine. think Ebbsfleet will be fully aware that Whitehall are capable of scoring goals and they're a good side. But Ebbsfleet are a good side. They're two very good sides. I think you've got to look at it and you've got to go all 4 teams are good sides, because you don't finish in the playoffs over a 30-odd game season, 40-game season. To finish in that top 4 or top 5, you've got to be a good side, and all 4 of us are there on credit. And I'm sure Whitehall could be going into it knowing that they're still with a chance, as Truro are with us.
Finally, we had the end of season presentation after last Saturday's game against Bishop Stortford. You gave Lee Worgan your manager's player of the year. Your thoughts behind that one?
It was a tricky one. I went round and got everyone's player's player, and Joe won it. Healy Walks was sort of second and close, and in my head I had a few thoughts. I suppose Coyley would have been one, I'm sure, if he'd have played all season, but as he's part of the management team, I couldn't give it to him. But in general, I thought Walks deserved it. He's been different class since he's come to the club, but I just feel that some of them games in the 1-0 wins we had earlier in the season, people can go on about defence, but he made a big part in that, and he's great. Since we made him captain, he's been great to have around the young lads, and in all fairness, he deserves it.
Over the last couple of years, you got to work closely with Lee Worgan. How's that influenced your game?
Yeah, I mean, Wargs is like a massive influence on my game. He's a great keeper, and he showed it this year and the other seasons as well. But yeah, he's great to be around. He's a good coach, and we learn of him every single day. Yeah.
You get to learn from him, and you also get to warm him up ahead of first team games. It must be a good experience to be involved with.
Yeah, it's a great experience. Obviously, home games and away games, to get a lot of supporters, and yeah, I mean, it's fun. It is fun and enjoyable, and it's just good to be around all the fans as well.
Again, appeared as he has done since you signed him in every single league game this season, so he's Mr. Consistent.
He is, and he's one of them that he never misses a training session. Admittedly, he does like a massage off of a training. He's normally in there for about an hour and a half. He gets a full body MOT, but he never misses a training session. He's disappointed when I leave him out of the things like the Kent Cup and that, but I feel at his age and everything that it's one of them where he needs to rest in them games, to be honest, to allow him to be available for every league game. Whether he agrees with it or not, it's a different matter, but it's a decision we make, and he's great. He's good as well. He's a goalkeeping coach. He's good with the youngsters, and he's someone that I'll always have a chat with as captain and things. And yeah, no, he's a full credit to himself. He's done very well.
And if you had to pick out any highlights from your 2 years here, anything that springs to mind?
I mean, this year we played Kidderminster away in the quarter-final National Cup. It was a good day, although we lost, but it was a good achievement to get that far in the Cup. But I mean, overall, it's just good to be involved down here. I mean, you're down here 5 days a week. You're with Jay, Coyley, Ward, etc., and it's just good to be around all of them.
I guess to end that 2-year course, you go out on a high with that potential that win.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If we go and win this playoff cup that they've put us in, it'd be fantastic. What a way to finish the 2 years with winning an extra cup.